Good evening, my fellow travelers on Spaceship Earth. It is I, and I am Guy, zooming into you. Wait. Zooming in to you from Applewood Station in Denver, Colorado, where it's actually a lovely 18 degrees Celsius outside. And, not horrible and actually relatively lovely. And you can see we've got a beautiful sunset going down now up there. It's really kind of nice. It's decent. Very Colorado today. Also, in my garage is a furnace to replace the old dead thing that's downstairs. That's always nice. So I am currently trying to figure out how to copy names from here. It's like I can't copy names. It's remarkably aggravating. It's like, great. I just really want to copy the name of this song so I don't have to fight and manually type it in over here. It'd be nice if I just, copy it, but I guess I can't. There's that. All right. So this ended up being track one. Track. Here. I think you guys can hear things that are going on here. But just in case, remember. This track. And hey there. Well, thank you. Good evening, Brent. Hey, Brent, we finally figured out the stupid song. Which I'm hoping that Can will show up because we found the dumb song. And welcome here from Virginia, West Virginia. Welcome back, Indy. Number of things have occurred. So anyway, good things have occurred. We've got a furnace sitting in my garage. That's a plus. Updated your art style. Ooh, bro. Can you post it in on No, actually. So the tape was given to me back in 1991 by my friend Roger. I didn't really want to ask Roger because I wanted to figure this out on my own. But then finally, after all of this stuff that we've gone through, I was like, you know what? I'm good. Oh, I will share this story with Ken, who just joined.
What are you sharing with me?
I found the song. We got it.
Oh?
Appleseed. And I think you even.
It's fucking Appleseed?
It was
Oh,
Appleseed.
I'm mad. I am mad because I called it.
But you wouldn't have ever gotten it because it's an Image album song. So you wouldn't have gotten it because it's not from Appleseed the show. It's just from an Image album. So there's no way you would have gotten it. But you did call it because you said Appleseed. And we went looking, but you would never.
I would be angry if it was Appleseed.
Right, it wasn't. So,
what? I'm angry because it was Appleseed, but not in the way I thought.
Exactly. But what had happened was, finally, as I was telling Brent, I finally went to Roger, who's the one who gave me the tape, and I said, I give up. We cannot figure out this one song. I've got every other song figured out. I can't find this one. And of course, the same thing I'd shown you, I took the little stripped out version of it and sent it to him. And he goes, I don't even remember this song. I don't even remember having this song. I have no earthly idea where it's from. And I'm like, uh-oh. Well, this is bad because it's now gone from bad to worse. So then he's like, I'm going to ship it over to Dan Durkin. Dan Durkin was like, is our local J-pop expert. He knows every song that's ever been made. And and since this is such an obscure song, this just makes him even the more impressive. He comes back and he goes, yeah, it's from an Appleseed Image album from 1988. I'm like, what? So for those of you who are not familiar with Japanese music, Image albums are these albums that they'll make, these CDs that have the voice actors on them for anime. And they'll have the voice actors doing some little side play real quick. And it's got other songs and stuff like that, but it's not part of the anime. And it's just the voice actors chatting with each other or talking or acting out stuff. And so, and usually it doesn't even really make sense towards the story. Like you get like the main character and everything struggling, figuring out how to, I don't know, cook dinner or something like that. It's always something mundane, which is kind of cute. And I like the idea of these Image albums, but you would have never guessed that it was off of this Image album. And it was just this weird little side album. And he sent me a YouTube link. Sure as the world, there's the song. And I'm like, oh, well. So I snatched the copy of the song and stuck it in there. So now my remake of that tape is complete. So the original tape, I dubbed off to an MP3 a few years ago. But it's like any audio tape from 1991. It's the entire time, It's horrible. The sound is nasty and everything's all like muddy and everything like that. So most of it was a Bubblegum Crisis soundtrack. That's easy. I've got all the CDs from the Bubblegum Crisis soundtrack. So that was an easy plug and play. I just replaced all the songs with all the correct songs from the Bubblegum Crisis CDs. But then I had to go and find all these other ones because once he ran out of Bubblegum Crisis songs to stick on the tape, he stuck other things on there. Like there's 3 songs from Dragon Ball on there. And you know what I mean? Like one of the closings from Meizani Koku. Like this bizarre combination of things. And this was one of the weird little side songs was on there, and it was like it's the only one I couldn't find. Shazam couldn't find it. It didn't get us a copyright strike. It was horrible. You know, the only time I wanted a copyright strike, and it didn't give us one. Because it does. Nobody knows that song exists. It's a sub song of Image album somewhere.
Wow. Just wow.
Right?
Wow.
And the song is called Ambivalence, which explains what she's trying to say in each one of those things. Because she goes, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't know that word. And so I was tripping over the word, and she was saying ambivalence, but in katakana. So, amu, bibu, bibu.
Yeah, she was using window English.
So it's amu bibu biburensu. And it's like, there's no way I would have ever figured out that that's what she was saying. And so I thought it was just a Japanese word I didn't know. And so I was like, I don't know what word that is, but that would be the thing that would have triggered in. Well, if I had figured out she was saying ambivalence, I could have typed in ambivalence and probably triggered it quick. But no, that's not this word. So anyway, we got it. I'm so excited. I'm sorry, MD. Did you update your line? Now let's get back to MD, who updated their art style and has put up with me yammering about this. Are you loading it into the pond, duck pond, over on Discord? Because I'm loading Discord. I'm upgrading Discord. Apparently, I need to update Discord. Who knew?
I picked the wrong time.
Anyway, I'm almost right. You picked the wrong time to stop smoking. You picked the wrong time to stop sniffing glue. I'm actually glad you're here because what I'm trying to do is find all these songs and then make a screen cap so I can make the picture for the MP3 so that it permanently has the name of all the songs in it from now on. So.
Oh,
All right. I'm gonna head. Oh boy. Oh,
and
I am out on the Deaf Pond right now. So if you're over on the Deaf Pond, you can post to the Deaf Pond pictures. Please feel free to post pictures of your work on the Deaf Pond. I should start putting things in the astronet. I know that Brent has astronet up and running.
Appleseed OST.
Did you type in ambivalence?
Yes.
Yeah. Right? That's it. I mean, that's the song. Isn't that wild? And that's what she's saying. Ambivalence, do. She's saying ambivalence, but because she has to katakana it, it becomes this long chatter. It's like,
Wow. See, now I'm mad. I'm mad because it's Appleseed. I don't care the form that it took, but it was goddamn Appleseed.
we had this stupid thing. Damn it! We had it. We knew it was Appleseed. I agree with you. We got cheated. We got cheated. Oh man, this is funny. I don't know. Like I said, if nothing else, I will always love things that are just a story, and this became a story. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a story. I love stories. They crack me up. Woo! You know, it's all right though. It's really funny because, like I said, I recorded this off of a tape, and the actual version of this is about 4 minutes shorter in real life because the tape stretched so badly. So the recording is 4 minutes shorter than the actual version of it.
I love. So I'm doing kind of this 5-page little comic to get back into drawing comics. And I love how that frame turned out.
Nice.
It's a very difficult frame.
Yeah. I love the way you're going with this. It's just beautiful. Just gonna say that.
I wanted to have so one of the comics that I remember, and it's an old comic, and I can't find it.
Oh no.
And it's a web comic, and I think it was from Tavis Maiden, the same guy who did Tenko King.
Okay.
And it had a splunking section where the person is going down. And so they made all of the panels for it hop downward or stretch so that they were vertically on the page to give you this sense of height.
Nice.
And I have this character rappelling down off a cliff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I wanted to convey that same sense of height. That as they're rappelling down, it's just high.
Yeah. I love it. Mm.
God, in '88, they probably wouldn't even. The bots wouldn't even know to look for a song that old.
Yeah. I think we lost both Brent and MD. I'm not really seeing anything over on the duck pond. or anything in the cattails. Yeah. Yeah. They'll get around to it when they get around to it.
So who is MD?
Someone who's been here before. I mean, I just know these people as MD, obviously. But yeah,
I hope I didn't chase him off.
no. I think that all this talk of something else was what got us lost because we were all so figure. I was so big on like, oh my god, you've got to know about this. You know.
Why aren't you looking right to me? No. Well,
No.
no. I think the thumb. I hate armor. I hate it with living passion.
Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything with that box. Excuse me.
Oh Lord.
That cough just snuck right up on me. I wasn't expecting it.
It's heinous and evil.
The what?
That cough.
No, hang on.
I said it was heinous and evil.
It's fine. That's always the way it is. That seems like Funky Dog. So Funky Dog came after that machine.
Shouldn't be going that way. Damn it. That shouldn't it? Yeah, that's looking better. You're barking again.
I know, right? I've had problems with my barking. Stupid me. My stupid barking me.
Some repeller's gonna see this and go, "Oh my God, your rope's wrong."
Oh, that worked.
Can't you see what your hands have wrought? Select your gun and then select the artwork.
What?
How did I copy that? No, what's happening is I'm being rude and unhinged towards my own art.
Yeah, don't be rude and unhinged towards your.
Although I have to say that is a wow.
Yeah, you're doing some incredible stuff over there, man. Which is good because all I'm doing here is just like this weird stuff. You know, that's right.
Wow. What are you doing?
I'm trying to name all the songs. Now that I've got them all in the right place, I've got to go through and rename the ones that are just 2024 6 17 12 55 15.
Hut, hut, hut.
So it's just a whole bunch of numbers and letters, and I need to rename it to what the song is. But of course, since it's a bunch of numbers and letters, I don't know what the song is. So I'm having to like hit play real quick and go, oh, okay, I know the song is. That's what we're doing. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting play real quick for just a second, just long enough for me to go, oh, okay, that's what's up. You shouldn't be hearing it. Yesterday you couldn't hear this at all. I don't know how you're hearing it now.
I am.
That's very
But
strange.
what's funny is it's coming through two different ways. So I can hear you through my headphones, my Bluetooth headphones,
Uh-huh.
and I'm hearing the music play through my USB headset.
That is weird. You shouldn't be hearing it at all, but what do I know, right?
I certainly don't.
Right? Exactly.
Okay, that panel looks nice.
I
Look
love
at this.
all of these panels. I don't know what your problem is. I love them the whole 9 yards. It's a beautiful thing. Bubblegum Crisis has some seriously awesome music. War Dogs. Last music. Stand by. Like any sound, funky doll. Could you hear that last part?
Yes.
Damn. So it's going through something else because I killed all of the onboard stuff. And this time I killed my actual board itself, turned off the volume. So you shouldn't be hearing it at all, but apparently that's, not the way this works. You're still stuck hearing it, whether you like it or not.
Oh God, the choices. She needs a cut on her cheek.
You can kind of read it. Oh.
Yeah, I found it really weird because, like, I can hear you and the music, the music from Restream
Mm-hmm.
playing through my Bluetooth headset. But I bet you if you turn on a song right now and play it, and I took off my USB headset, I wouldn't hear it.
Right.
So for some reason it's piping through the USB headset just to make this even more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, doggo.
I know. We got the doggo. I don't know what the story is. Doggo desperately needs to be known. I may be getting off here really soon. I'm running out of steam, A, and B, I'm running out of things on this to finish. We're almost at the end of our rope on this one. And you are almost on the end of your rope, too. Ha 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 ha. Okay. I can't help but make a rope joke. You've got to, I mean, that picture. I it lends itself to it so much.
Yes, yes, it does.
It needs a rope joke. Can't not have it do that. Unfortunately, the damn little pictures that are permitted are 300 by 300. You're making this remarkably complicated to try to get these on here where you can read them. I just really needs to see. Oh, actually, at 100%, you can read it pretty well. I was worried you couldn't read it, but you actually can read it pretty well. It's not bad. I just need to identify track 16 and track 17, and I'm just gonna. So I'm trying to make the MP3 photograph or picture, the picture that goes with this via MP3. Trying to make it so that encoded into the picture, into the song, is a track listing of all the tracks, so I never have to do this again.
That's smart. I like it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what I've been doing, and I just need to identify track 16 and track 17. Yeah. Yes. No, we're not. I'm doing this. What are you doing? We'll watch a movie when I'm done with this. Patience is shown. Yeah, but I just need to Shazam real quick the last two so I can figure out which ones they are. They're not in the right order on my Spotify list.
So one of the people I follow on Twitter, on the site formerly known as Twitter,
Yep.
is Pat Zerker. And he is an artist that does a lot of work with Marvel and DC and
That
all
name
that.
sounds seriously familiar.
Like, he's done Conan. Like, if I show you some of his stuff, you'll go, holy crap.
I recognize that, yeah. I'm apparently allergic to Pat Zerker, so there's that. If he ever has a kid, he has to name the kid Burr. Just saying.
I don't know if he does or doesn't.
Right? We're just going to call the kid Burr. I always tell my kids at the beginning of class, I keep saying, I'm so sorry. What you don't know is that when you guys are all born, we have to sign a document that promises that we will tell bad jokes. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to break the law. Although it is always cute. Today, all the kids left, and as they were leaving, they were like, "Do we have you tomorrow?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Can we have you tomorrow anyway?"
I think that's the way all of your classes react.
It is. They love me. I have the best time because really, honestly, I am not much mature than they are. In fact, you could pretty much guarantee that the majority of them are probably more mature than me. So after about halfway through the class, they kind of feel like they need to kind of, take care of me. Because maybe I'll break or goodness knows what'll happen to me. But it actually turns out to be kind of my way of keeping control of the class. Because I never have problems with my classes. They're all too busy worrying that I'm going to do, or they're wondering what the heck I'm going to do next. Today we were talking about going up and down hills and mountains and how that affects your car. And so I have this horrible white wig that I wear so that I can be Isaac Newton. Don't let Isaac Newton drive your car. A, he'd be a zombie. And B, he doesn't have a registered Colorado driver's license. Ongoing things like that while wearing the horrible white wig, which I think I'm somewhat allergic to. That's all right.
And particularly if you were teaching that class today, there was a teachable moment in the mountains where the two trucks had their brakes burn out and cause a major accident due to Isaac Newton taking control.
Right? Like you don't want him to take control. He's a zombie. You never want zombies in charge of your vehicle. This is a rule. And that was the other thing is like the kids are like, well, but the other guy's boring. And I'm like, I can't help you on that one. I'm not in charge of the other guy. But it is very sweet of them. I think it's very lovely of them. So, yeah, that's the way that most of my classes go. Before James left for Japan, he's like, how is it we didn't do this a long time ago, put you in school? You should have been teaching a long, long time ago. And I'm like, right? I could have been a happy retiring teacher right now. Happily and blissfully retiring out with a 401k and a pension. Instead of struggling.
Yeah, but You didn't know at the time.
Of course not. I didn't know, and you can't blame somebody for not knowing. You know. So my question is, can I leave you in charge of the show?
Well, I'm probably going to head off here shortly,
Okay,
so
well,
we should probably roll credits.
let's say I'll let you roll out credits, but I was going to go downstairs and watch Evangelion #2 with the kiddo. We've been watching Ava, the new remakes. I don't know if you heard, but in May, Gainax folded. So, and the letter that they put out there was brutal. Like, it was, we're very sorry to all of our fans of all of the shows that we have worked on over the years. Gainax started as an animation studio house to build the best animation you could possibly come up with. And then in 2016, this dude bought it, and he sucked, and he ruined the whole company. And I was like, whoa. That is super direct for Japanese. Because it's all in Japanese,
Yeah.
Brutally direct. Like, they're like, and this guy just trashed it. You can blame him. So,
like,
yeah.
Wow, did they have an American write this?
Right? I'm like, whoa, this is super direct. You are way pissed off. And they are. I think all of those guys are mad now because they were doing good. And it's gone now.
And not through any fault of their own.
Right?
Like, that's the worst part.
Yeah, trashed everything. And it's like, oh, brutal. And I feel bad. I mean, first of all, I love Gainax. I always have. They're a little boob heavy, but that's okay. You know what I mean? I've seen far worse anime in my day, so a little boob heavy, a little boob jiggle's not so bad. That's not, if that's the worst of their crimes. But it's
still,
considering, but it's just like what they did Gunbuster, which is still, to this day, one of my absolute favorite anime. I mean, Gunbuster is all the things you want in a mecha anime. It is like, it's got the mecha school where all the kids are learning how to pilot mecha and they have to get into fights with one another. Then they all go out to war, and when they're at war, they discover the big super mecha, and so they all have to use the super mecha. And then the third episode is all like mind-bending science fiction crap. All of a sudden, Gunbuster goes from happy little school of learn how to pilot your mecha to, the main character finding her father's spaceship that has been traveling at close to the speed of light. So it's only been about 10 minutes since her father died, even though it's been 15 years for her. And all this stuff, and it's like, okay, bro, whoa. And then all of a sudden, Gunbuster goes downhill from there. I mean, or uphill, whichever way you want to call it. But like all mind-bending, really good, hard sci-fi. Like, it goes from fluffy to hard sci-fi. It's one of my absolute favorites. I so love Gunbuster. There's 6 OAVs to Gunbuster, and it is some of the best anime. And my copy of Gunbuster is on VHS, and that's all I've got. I'm still trying to find a copy. I'm probably going to go back to Japan in December. Now that James is over there, I have a place to stay. So I'm probably now all I got to do is scrape together enough money for airfare and food. So I think things I'm going to do when I'm over there is hunt down Tsutaya at the local Tsutayas, which are video stores, and see if I can't find me a copy of Takorodai Gunbuster. Because I don't think a DVD copy would be brilliant. That's all I need. You know what? Gunbuster on YouTube. I don't get the opening and the ending to it. The trailer. People comparing Gunbuster to the Singer. Days. Oh, I love Gunbuster so much.
You know it'd be hilarious? When make my aim strong and true. I'm trying not to get us a copyright strike, but at the same time, there's a visual joke I'm hiding of her being poked in the butt by these spikes that she's going through.
Right?
And it would just be funny to have her go, true!
Evangelion's a horror flick if you do it in live action. Jeez Louise. Okay, I gotta go. I'm tired. If I don't do something, I'm gonna fall asleep during the movie tonight.
All right.
I'm out. I will talk to you. Weeklos. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful evening and all is well between all of you. And I'll be back tomorrow night about the same bad time, the same bad channel. Hopefully, tomorrow night I will have the cooling side of my heating and cooling unit. The furnace came in tonight, so there's a furnace in my garage. My old furnace kicked the bucket, so we're going to replace it with a new furnace and a cooling unit. So we'll actually have heating and cooling in this household instead of me having to use this massive machine back here. Which means that I'll actually be able to do stuff like I want to do some exercises at night whenever we start these shows. A little bit of stretches and some stuff. But I can't right now because right behind me is a massive AC unit that sits here to cool this room. So, all right. Hey, my friend, it's always good to have you with me. Thank you very much.
Always good to be had.
Right? Exactly. I'm totally fooling you even as we speak. I'll talk to you later, my friend. And have a good evening. And as everybody else, also keep your eyes on the stars. Good night.
Bye.